There's something really interesting happening with the folks that are facing long term unemployment, meaning unemployment that's lasting longer than 6 months. And it is a lot of folks, women in particular, what I'm noticing, are becoming nihilistic when it comes to corporate culture and the workplace that we have all been raised to believe in. And I'm saying that as someone who is quickly approaching in 10 days the 1 year anniversary of her layoff. I have completely shifted my mentality, is something that I've noticed, particularly in the past, I think, 2 months, which is that I'm not really interested in performing good corporate girly anymore on LinkedIn, on TikTok, in conversations. I'm not really interested in shrinking myself down to fit into a culture. I'm not really interested in hiding my tattoos, hiding my hair color, speaking in a way that is going to please people so that they at least give me a job, whether or not I want to be at that company. And I think a lot of this is going to translate over into how people interact with company culture. Because here's the thing, we are fed up. We are tired of resumes going into ATS black holes. We are exhausted, 6, 7, 8 round interviews. We are pissed off with contorting ourselves into little boxes to better align with some hiring manager or some recruiter's idea of what we should be and how we should show up. We are all still smart. We are all still experienced. We all still really, really have something to add, but we no longer want to conform
So
ourselves.
basically, you want to stay unemployed. And I'm all for that. I think that people can do whatever they want to do when they want to do it, but you can't tell somebody else what to do with their corporate dollars or with their employment status. And you can't force a culture to do something that you don't want to do. And one thing that a lot of these people are going to find out is that whatever you won't do, somebody else will. That's probably better qualified to do it. And so, what they're basically now doing and saying is that they're revolting against corporate culture. They are not going to hide their tattoos. They're not going to put away their bad attitudes. They tired of applying for jobs after going to college and saying that they was qualified for something and then getting laid off. They tired of being men. That's really what's happening. Women are tired of competing in the way that men used to compete. And so they don't want to fit in. They just want to stand out. They want to do what they want to do. They don't like the fact that there's a standard by which they have to apply themselves in order to be successful. For far too long, we've allowed as a society, as a culture, for people to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And they've been getting paid and they've been doing a thing and they think that their value and their worth is based off of what they deem that value and that worth is, not what corporate culture or companies or what the requirements are for the job or none of that stuff. I've seen this happen with the federal government. You can come in and you can have any degree, African American studies, DEI, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. You can do all of that. And they are going to let you have a job and put you in this position, regardless of whether you qualified for it or not. And so now people are quote unquote revolting, right? They are revolting. They're saying, you know what? I'm not interested in participating in the way that corporate America says that I need to participate. And so I'm going to reject this whole corporate culture because we're sick of it. And we're trying to put together a posse, a group of people that also agree with us. And so now we're going to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And we don't like what happens or what's going on inside of corporate America anymore. And we reject this notion that there's standards and there's ways that we need to abide by in order for us to have a job at a company that we don't own that we're looking to get employment from. And I think that that's cool. Everybody has a right and everybody can do what they want to do when they want to do it. I'm just trying to understand why y'all feel like everybody else got to conform to what you think make the most sense. That's the only thing that I'm confused about. Like, why not do that? Why not create your own culture? Why not create your own company? Why not hire each other and become profitable amongst each other? Why not do all of this stuff? Why require this from employers or people that you don't care about, yet you want to take their money and their resources to not care and to not conform? That's the only thing that I'm confused about.
And I am very much there. And I go through my LinkedIn profile and I go through a lot of my contacts in my network, and especially a lot of the people I have connected with in the past year, they are just as fed up. And you can see it. People are speaking out boldly. People are talking about
Really,
how
it's just that they tired of not having a job. Don't let them confuse you. Don't let them gaslight you. They just want to have a job and they want to get some money. And because they don't have no money and they've been unemployed for a long time, this is what happens when you idle for a long time. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Just being honest with you, this is what happens.
broken the system is. People are talking about how screwed up all of this is and how broken. And people are calling out employers, they're calling out leaders, they are calling out just how dysfunctional all of this
I
has
have to say,
become,
fucked
and they
up it
are
is.
opting out. They are building communities for people to donate to support one another rather than seeking another corporate
God
job.
bless them.
They are exiting the career path they were once in to do something else. It's say nihilistic, which is maybe an extreme take, but that is how it feels. I wake up in the morning just not caring about fitting
I
into
don't think anybody cares that they don't care.
other people's boxes. I would rather show up as myself. And the interesting thing is that in doing that, I have found people who are far more interested in what I have to say than when I was being the
Let
good
me pull up
corporate
this
girly.
chick. I need to see what this name
So
is.
if you're interested in that, if that sounds interesting to you, if you are starting to feel that way, I want to hear about it. Let's talk about not just how broken the system is, but how we are all ready to step away from it and be more ourselves.
Ma'am, you got 211 followers. Now, remember this, y'all, because I don't know what I'm reacting to. I react to it in real time. And so that's what I start to look at or whatever. And I always like to create and give credit to the content creators, because it's the right thing to do. But you got 211 followers. And you're talking about people are becoming far more interested in the things that you have to say. Listen, God bless y'all. I hope that works out for y'all and y'all get y'all community of people that can donate amongst each other and spread the wealth amongst each other for this newfound venture that you guys have going on. But in the real world, people have to conform and they have to do what they're supposed to do because you become a representation of the company that is paying you, that you're trading in your services for, so that you can feed your family. That's what happens in the real world amongst real people. So I don't know what this delusion, this idle mind that y'all have, and how that's affecting y'all in a positive or negative way. What I do know is you're gonna have to get it together, put your big girl panties on, and do what you got to do to get a job so that you can take care of your business. All right. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love y'all. Appreciate you. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.